Hello there. Thanks for stopping into the Beat Sessions. I'm your host, Mitchell Weary. We're talking about this dude, Mr. Lindsey Buckingham, and his brand new self-titled record, which he released on September 17th. This is solo album number 7 for Lindsey and follows 2011 Seeds We Sow. It's pretty crazy. It's been a decade since he's put out a solo record. He collaborated with Christine McVie back in 2017, so it's really only been 4 years since we've heard from Lindsey. And I bring that record up too because collaboration is the thing that I want to focus on with Lindsey. He's an incredible musician. I consider it the privilege of a lifetime to have been able to see him on stage with Fleetwood Mac in his element. Truly amazing performer to watch. He reminds me of Eric Clapton a lot in this regard, though. Great guitar player, has written a lot of good songs over the year, but I wouldn't necessarily call him a great songwriter. Good, but not great. I mean, you can even look at the hierarchy in Fleetwood Mac. I would argue it goes Christine McVie, Stevie Nicks, Lindsey Buckingham as far as the most talented songwriters in that project. And I bring it up because, I don't think it's any different collaborating with artists, finding people that bring the best out of you in the creative process. It's no different than an artist having a go-to producer, or maybe just that go-to muse, someone that they work with outside the studio, whatever it might be, whatever involvement those people have in highlighting a person's best skills as a songwriter. Work with them, do that. Why not write the best possible music that you can, which is why I love Lindsey with Fleetwood Mac, and it's so interesting listening to his solo work and then going back and listening to Fleetwood Mac and seeing where he's having the most influence on a song, maybe where I think of Go Your Own Way, and I can't imagine that Lindsey's initial version of that song when he wrote it was as heavy and was as hard rock and as up-tempo as the final recorded product. So it's, it makes listening to him a lot of fun. There is that little bit of contrast. There's that feel of Fleetwood Mac, what he's incorporated into the band over the years. But then very much his own kind of, I don't want to call it squirrely, but maybe it is a little bit. I don't know. There's just like these like gentle drum beats in these songs, just some interesting synths. He does some, I don't know, some very interesting stuff to give all these songs their own interesting character. This thing kicks off with Scream. It's got this gentle acoustic riff to open. And it's the whole track just kind of has this muted vibe to it. It's very chilled, laid back. Much of this album really is. It kind of has this chill summer island kind of vibe to it. A couple songs even remind me a little bit of Jimmy Buffett, drifting into that territory a little bit. I'm not a huge fan of Jimmy Buffett, but I don't mind. Because that's the second song on this record. I don't mind. It's got this pretty guitar arrangement, and I love the dynamic on this song. It's got this light, airy feel, but there's something heavy about it. Like something, it's like the opening moments of a horror film where, all this good stuff is kind of like laying the foundation of, this beautiful plot or this couple or whatever it might be that's just about to get torn down and destroyed. And you can just feel this sense of like, I don't know, just impending darkness underneath this track. It's really very interesting as far as the way it's layered and put together. Dug it for that reason. On the Wrong Side is your third song. You get to see him finally solo a little bit on this project. There's some really great guitar work on this record. That's another track with that light island vibe. Really digging that. Swan Song is your fourth track. It's got like this breakbeat drum programming. It is interesting, but the solo work it's finally where we really get to see Lindsey starting to tear his guitar up on this record, and really dig that song. Get Blind Love, fifth track, got some of that breezy kind of country rock Jimmy Buffett feeling there. Your sixth song, Time, it's got this simple folk feel, but a great harmony. And Lindsey's doing all the vocals on this album as well, which I really like that. I really like the ability that he has to do his own harmonies, and it's something that a lot of artists don't do very well. Digging what he's got going on with that on this record. Power Down is your eighth song. It's I love the opening line, lies are the only thing that keep us alive. There's definitely some points lyrically on this record where it feels like a reckoning. It's interesting. I find as I've gotten older as well, but the people that I've known that have grown old well, they have a positive attitude. It's wake up every day and go after it and get at it. And even coming to terms with a lot of these realities, you still look on the bright side of things. And this album it's just got this very chill, uplifting vibe, even at moments like this on Power Down where it's going there. Santa Rosa, your ninth track, just breezy. It's got what sounds like, I don't think it's a mandolin, but it's some type of lute instrument that he's playing around with on that song. And it makes a couple appearances on this record too. It might be a mandolin, I'm not sure. Dancing, your final track, little on the mellow side. Forgot to mention the song Blue Light too. That's your seventh song. It's fun, jaunty, and it's got that some of those funny synths that I'm talking about. But it's funky and it's it's got this just good light, fresh feel. I'm a big fan of the track. I was on the fence about this record for the first couple of listens, but ultimately in the end, I'm going to give this a vinyl please. I enjoyed this record. I think it finishes a little on the weekend with dancing, but overall, it's just great to have Lindsey, considering everything that he's gone through in the last 4 years, getting fired from Fleetwood Mac. He had a heart attack. I think he got divorced. He's had kind of a rough go in his old age, but again, perspective. The light music, the uplifting vibe of this record shows that, even in the face of adversity, it's all about how you choose to handle life and attack it. And I really dig Lindsey's perspective and the way he chooses to do so. So vinyl please on this thing. I hope you find this review helpful and enjoy listening to this album as well. Please like this video, share it, subscribe to the channel, do all the things. We'll see you next time on the Beat Sessions.